DLRs, hey, what's going on? Mike Borders with the Mike Borders channel. Thank you for watching. We're talking Google Nest Thermostat, the 4th generation model or design, and we want to show you or introduce or get you more familiar with the features that come along with it. Let's take a look. All right, DLRs made our way to the room where we have our newly installed Google Nest Thermostat. This is the 4th generation model or edition. And again, we're going to run through the features and get you more familiar with this unit. However, as you can see, the thermostat just turned off, and if there's no activity or movement, that screen will turn off. Here, if I move just a little bit, see that? The screen turns back on. In our case, you can see the indoor temperature is 77 degrees. The indoor humidity is 54%. We currently have both the furnace and air conditioner off, and below that, this is the current time, 1:28 p.m. in the afternoon. However, if I move this, because it's off, you will see it will prompt us by saying off, and if I try to set the temperature, turn on the thermostat. It notifies you that, again, you are configured in the off configuration. And to turn it on, you will come down here. It's not touchscreen. You'll have to click or press in the bottom portion of your display. However, we don't want that. We're going to come back to off, highlight that, and push it in. You'll hear a little click, just like that. Next, what I want to do is get into these settings and push down one more time and come up to the top. You got an arrow, and we can begin cycling through these. And this is the mode. This is where you can turn on your furnace or go from furnace to air conditioner and vice versa. And I'm going to select that. We can turn on the heat, or we can turn on air condition. We can have both heat and cool, or furnace and air conditioner on at the same time. This is a cool feature, DIYers, because with this feature, you can set a temperature for the furnace to turn on, and you can also set a temperature for the air conditioner to turn on. And unlike older style thermostats, where you have to cycle a plastic switch from heat to off and then to cool, you will no longer have to do that with this setup. And again, you can set a temperature for the furnace to turn on. Let's just say 68 degrees. So when it goes below that, down to 67, the furnace will turn on, bring it back up to 68. And on the top end, you can set a temperature for your air conditioner. Say, for example, we set 75 and it goes to 76. Well, the air conditioner will turn on and bring it right back down to 75, which is different again from the standard / older style thermostats. And it looks like the temperature is climbing. It is sunny and hot outside. However, I'm going to re-click that. Click it a second time. And again, that is the mode. We'll go back into it real quick. Again, heat and cool, and off, which again, we have it off. Or just exit. From there, coming down to hold, we're not going to set that. And then eco, there's a whole built-in feature for economic purposes to save you money with heating and cooling when you're not home. And you can go into that and turn that on and cycle through the modes and get on your Google Home app and adjust those settings and turn on or off the features that you want. However, in our case, we were coming down just to go back. And I'll continue down to the next one, which is our temperature sensor. And you likely already have that set up and linked to your account and connected to your Wi-Fi. If you don't, you'll have to go back to your Google Home app and run through the steps to connect it. In addition, below that, you can turn on the fan and you can set a timer. However, we're not going to do that. Come down to the settings, click on that. You can lock the device so no one can play with it, whether it's kids or family members or friends or anyone else. If you don't want anyone touching or changing your temperature or messing with the thermostat, you can lock it. Pretty cool. Equipment, device settings, temperatures, and a lot more. This is where you will actually verify that you are properly set to the current download and software update, and we are connected. And factory reset, restart, and much more. However, coming all the way down to done. And again, ours is off. Scrolling above right now, as well as down below in the comments and description, will be a link on how to install this 4th generation Google Nest thermostat. Definitely check that out. In addition to that, we'll have a link talking specifically about the wiring and the inside. And that can be a little confusing in the event that you do not have a blue wire currently connected to your system. Or in other words, you've got a brown wire, or you've got 2 red wires, which include a jumper wire. And in that video, we talk about how to properly secure those. Definitely check that out. Thanks again for watching.